Have you ever just sat quietly and wondered why this happens? Why does money sometimes come to some people out of nowhere, while others work day and night and still end up empty-handed? Is it just luck, or is there some secret behind it that we just can't see? The truth is, what we see right in front of us isn't the whole story. The real game is happening somewhere we can't see, and in that invisible place, a powerful force is at work. That force is called meditation. Meditation means, where is your mind focused these days? What thoughts keep running through your head all day? What things do you find yourself thinking about over and over? What feelings do you experience inside? All of this together shapes your world. It decides what comes into your life and what doesn't. But most people don't really get this. They get caught up in the outside world. They think that if they work harder, they'll get more. If they push themselves more, they'll get there faster. Yet, they still feel this emptiness inside. They feel like something's missing. There's something missing, something they just haven't found yet. And with that feeling of lacking, they keep chasing harder. The more they chase, the more tired they get. And the more tired they get, the more disappointed they feel. Then they start asking themselves, why is this happening to me? I'm trying so hard, so why am I not getting what I want? Is my luck just bad? Am I not as worthy as others? Is the world against me? And these questions slowly wear them down even more. There. Faith starts to break down. Their confidence drops, and without even realizing it, they make their own path harder. This happens because they don't understand that the real problem isn't outside. The real problem lies in where their focus is. Their attention keeps going back to the same lack, the same fear, the same worry. And where attention goes, energy flows. And wherever energy flows, that thing grows. So if your focus is on what you don't have, that lack will grow. If your focus is on fear, the fear will grow. If your focus is on worry, the worry will grow. It will increase. And that's why so many people get stuck in their own thoughts. They become their own obstacles. They think the world is holding them back, but the truth is, it's their own mind stopping them. Their focus is what's pulling them down. Now just imagine if that focus changed. If the mind started moving in a different direction. If those thoughts became positive and calm, what would happen? Would your life stay the same, or would it change? And if it did change, how deep would that change be? That's the real question. Very few people find the answer to this because it requires you to stop. You have to look within and listen to the voice of your mind. But who wants to stop in today's world? Everyone is running. Everyone is in a hurry. Everyone wants instant results. And in this rush, people ignore the most important thing, their focus. Because focus is the seed from which your whole life grows. If the seed is right, the tree will be right. But if the seed is wrong, no matter how big the tree is, it won't bear fruit. They'll come. So first, you need to look at your seeds. You have to understand your focus. You need to know what you're thinking about all day. What do you pay attention to? Because these little things add up to your bigger reality. And when you start understanding this truth, slowly a new awareness grows inside you. You realize that whatever you've been thinking all this while is what's been happening in your life. And if you change your thoughts, if you change your focus, your life can change too. People think that just by thinking about money, money will come. They spend all day thinking about how they need money. They want to be rich. They want to achieve a lot, but still nothing big changes in their life. Why does that happen? Because they're only thinking. They're not really feeling it. They're just wishing. They don't truly believe, and that's the key difference. Meditation isn't just about thinking. It's about deeply feeling that emotion inside you, when you truly start feeling like you already have everything. When you start to feel like you already have everything you need. That's when your focus begins to work in the right direction. But then your mind steps in and stops you. It tells you this is all a lie. It says, how can you believe you're rich when you don't even have money? And this is where most people give up. They listen to their mind and get stuck in the same old cycle again. But those who understand this secret learn to go against their mind. They know it's going to feel weird at first. It feels like they're lying to themselves, but they keep at it anyway. They keep bringing their focus back to the same place over and over. They try to awaken a sense of abundance inside them, and slowly their mindset starts to shift. Their belief grows stronger, and as their belief changes, their outer world begins to change too. This change doesn't happen all at once. It happens gradually. Just like the sun rises slowly, the light in your life spreads little by little. At first, there are small changes. Then, bigger opportunities start showing up. Then the right people come into your life. Things start happening, and you're left wondering how it's all happening. But the truth is, it's all because of your focus. The change inside you begins to show on the outside, and that's the secret. Once you understand this, you can change the direction of your life. But for that, you need patience. You have to keep practicing consistently. You have to keep guiding your focus in the right direction again and again. Because just one shift in focus doesn't do the trick. You have to keep doing it repeatedly. You have to make it a habit. And once it becomes a habit, your life naturally. Things start to change. You don't have to try so hard anymore. Stuff just begins to fall into place on its own. And that's the stage where money doesn't chase you. You actually attract it without effort. But to get to that point, first you have to accept one thing. Your life is your own responsibility. You need to realize that everything in your life right now is the result of your own focus. And if you want to change that, you've got to change where you put your attention. You've got to change your thoughts. You've got to change your feelings. And when you start doing all this, little by little your life begins to move in a new direction. And maybe that's the moment your new journey really begins. A journey where you search not outside but within. Where you don't run away but pause and understand. Where you don't fear but trust. And where you don't just wish but truly feel. Because once you learn to feel, nothing seems impossible. And then money stops being just a goal. It becomes a natural part of your life. And this is the truth that, once understood, changes your life. Everything can change completely. Just carry this one simple question with you. Where is my attention right now? In every moment, every second, every situation. Because this question will determine the direction of your life. And it's this question that will take you to the place you truly want to reach. When you start understanding the power of your attention, a new door slowly begins to open within you, and that's the moment when real change begins. Because now, you're not just listening, you're starting to see. You're beginning to understand that whatever is happening in your life, it's not happening just like that. Behind it are your own thoughts, your own feelings, and most importantly, your attention. But there's a deep secret hidden here that you can't move forward without understanding. And that secret is, attention doesn't just go to what you want. Often, it goes to what you fear, what you want to avoid, what you want to run away from. And that's where the problem starts because you keep thinking about what you don't want, and slowly, that becomes your reality. Now, take a moment to look at your day.